I've got a confession. I'm terrible at Mario Kart. But that's not stopping me from trying to win with the absolute worst possible setup. We're talking zero speed, a featherlight character, which basically means I'll be getting launched into space every time someone knocks me. It's going to be chaotic. Prepare for some epic fails, some unbelievable struggles, and maybe, just maybe, a miracle victory against all odds. This is going to be painful. Let's do this. Welcome to Autoplay Gaming. Subscribe now for more entertaining videos like this one where I take on other gaming challenges. Let's craft the worst possible setup challenge in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The goal is to win a race using the least advantageous kart and character combination. AI is going to help me select the absolute worst possible Mario Kart setup.
The challenge. The underdog triumph. The goal is to achieve first place using a combination of character and kart that typically results in poor performance. The worst possible setup generally involves a combination that prioritizes low stats across the board: speed, acceleration, and handling. Finding the absolute worst combination is subjective, as different players perceive stat trade-offs differently. However, we can aim for a combination with consistently low stats compared to the rest of the roster. Picking the worst setup. This is difficult to definitively answer without detailed data analysis on every kart's stats across various conditions. However, we can make educated guesses. Character. A character with a very low weight class is a good starting point. Lighter characters tend to be easier to knock around, but also potentially easier to control, making it a bit of a trade-off. Consider characters like Baby Mario or Baby Luigi. Kart. Look for karts with low speed, low acceleration, and low handling stats. Some karts, when paired with certain wheels and gliders, may fall into this category. Examine the stats for each kart meticulously to find a low-scoring all-around choice. Strategy. Winning with this setup requires exceptional defensive driving and exploiting the weaknesses of other racers. Defensive driving. Focus entirely on avoiding hits, particularly from shells and other items. Use tight turns and defensive maneuvers to escape attacks. Maintain a consistent racing line to make yourself a less predictable target. Smart drafting. Get close enough to other racers to benefit from their slipstream, but not so close that you risk becoming an easy target. Mastering mini turbos. Since you'll lack raw speed and acceleration, maximizing your mini turbos will be essential for keeping up. Track selection. Choose tracks that favor skilled driving over raw speed and acceleration. Tight, technical tracks are better than long, straight stretches. Opportunistic passing. Look for openings where you can exploit others' mistakes to gain positions. How to test and refine your strategy. Choose your worst setup. Carefully analyze the stats to pick the absolute worst performing combination you can find. Record your races. Use the replay function to see where you made mistakes and what defensive strategies were successful. Iterate. Keep trying different tracks and adjusting your driving style to find what works best with your chosen worst setup. With all that out of the way, we're left with the statistically worst kart combination in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Not only does Baby Rosalina paired with the Buggy Bud, normal wheels, and the Super Glider have literally the worst combination of speed and mini turbo, it also has the lowest total stats of any combination in the game. So there you have it. The least optimal, least viable, statistically worst build in the game. Try it out next time you play online and see how bad you do. Winning this challenge will demonstrate exceptional driving skill and mastery of defensive strategies.
That was honestly one of the worst gaming experiences I've ever had. I played the same 4 maps over and over, hoping to get better each time. But no matter how hard I tried, it just wasn't happening. At one point I thought, hey, maybe I'm actually doing okay. And then, boom! I'm flying off cliffs getting wrecked by red shells, lightning bolts, you name it. I retried those maps at least 20 times, determined to improve, but it felt literally impossible to come first. I did manage to snag second place eventually, but at that point, I was completely done. My fingers were aching for days afterwards. The handling on this setup was so bad it felt like she was constantly tilting and sliding all over the place. Controlling her was chaos from start to finish. Honestly, I'm just glad it's over. That was traumatic. Let me know in the comments how you did with this combo. I'd seriously love to know if anyone actually managed to come first with it. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, consider sharing it with your friends who love Mario Kart or AI experiments. Subscribe for more content like this and let me know what you thought in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one.